Welcome back to Otaku Tuesday. I'm Travis.
Hello.
I waited for you to take a drink to do that, by the way.
I'm Eric.
We're playing Fruit of Grisaia still.
We
in case
are.
you weren't sure.
Week number 37
Oh my
or 6.
Lord.
I don't know. A lot.
So many Tuesdays. So many
Well,
Tuesdays.
we skipped 2
Did we?
because of Christmas.
Oh, right. That's true. Oh, God. We're the worst. How dare we do that to people?
Whatever. We subjected them to the greatness of adolescent Santa Claus.
That's very true. So before we start this, let's just look at this black screen for a while.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
There's probably a lot of overlap. I wanted to talk about this during this playthrough because there's probably a lot of overlap between the people who watch this and the people who watched Waifu Uncovered.
Okay.
I have to imagine
Sure.
a lot of the Tuesday crowd is like, oh, Waifu Uncovered, I'm going to watch this. So explain to me and to them
The weirdness that
what
transpired.
happened. Yeah, what happened there? 'Cause we
Yeah.
got a comment.
Okay. So, yeah. On one of the videos,
Right.
Waifu Uncovered sent us a message
Yeah.
and commented and asked where I got the game or something, that it
Yeah,
was
like-
weird that I have it. And I was like, from a game store on Amazon?
Yeah.
And yeah, so then he asked me to to message him on Twitter so we could talk. And I was like, oh, okay, what is this?
Oh, God, we're in trouble.
So apparently I got a developer version of the game.
Yeah, like a debugged version.
Because we weren't supposed to be able to use the power-ups in the way that we did.
Well, if you
or
watch
skip
the
through.
episodes, eventually we get to a point where we're just like feeding ourselves thousands of power-ups
Yeah.
and killing stuff like instantly, and there's only like 2 or 3 enemies. And we're like, this is
Right.
really easy. And it's like, well, it's a porn game, so it's probably
right.
supposed to be easy.
But no, everything was not supposed to be unlocked,
Yeah.
and we weren't supposed to be able to do that. But so I explained to him, no, I got it from a game store, and then he was like, oh no.
Yeah, so they must have
So
shipped
they
a
shipped-
bunch of debugged versions.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I haven't heard back from him after that transaction
Yeah,
either.
he's probably like talking to lawyers.
Yeah, right, because he was like, well, at least I know you got it legitimately.
Yeah, we didn't hack it. Like, we didn't do anything
Yeah.
wrong. I thought that's just what the game was supposed to be like.
But it was just hilarious.
It's-
That's
it's
the weirdest
crazy
thing that
that
ever happened.
The first interaction we had, well, I guess we had a
Yeah.
with the mod developer, but the first interaction with the game developer,
They
it's
find
'cause
out through our gameplay
That's
on YouTube
crazy.
that they sent out.
with our
debugged.
30 view videos. We are the ones who crack the case. We're gonna be in some.
You're
like,
welcome.
Yeah, we're gonna be in some trial as evidence. Like, watch this
Yeah.
video, and it's us being like, "Suck my ass." Why are there tacos all over your game?
So they have to sit there in court and watch our playthrough.
Oh God, I doubt it goes to court case or anything, but it's just crazy that
No,
we
he
had
just-
a hacked version of
He
the
said
game
he's
and
going
had
to
no
talk to his
idea.
developers or whatever. But
Yeah, because
they-
it's distributed by Nintendo.
Yeah.
It was a legitimate game. We
it came
still have,
sealed. It came with nudie art cards.
Yeah, it's like we have a physical copy of the game. It's not just some like weird download or pirated thing.
No.
But I just
Physical cartridge.
I just figured we'd talk about it on here because I don't know where else we would
That's
talk
true.
about
We're
it.
not going to go back to that game. I
No.
suppose we could do
We
like a
beat
little
it.
podcast.
We finished
Yeah, in 3 episodes. I wonder why.
It was so easy. So, if you were thinking about playing that game and went, well, I've already seen the whole thing, you do actually have to unlock stuff. We just somehow got a cheat version of
Right.
it. But I just thought we should probably mention it. We're famous now for
Right.
Waifu Uncovered.
Oh, no.
What a crazy story. Okay, I guess we can start this playthrough
All
now.
right.
Hopefully we don't have a hacked version of this.
Yeah, Fruit of Grisaia.
Oh my God.
By the way, your average young man doesn't exactly have a sophisticated palate.
That's true.
They can tell the difference between salty, sweet, and spicy, but that's about it. In most cases, they'll find pretty much anything with a strong flavor delicious.
Whatever, I'll take a bite of something and go, oh man, my umami.
That's not true. Strong, like vinegar,
Yeah.
onion.
I mean,
I like onion, but I mean, tons of people don't like onion and garlic and.
yeah, I mean, onion is very much if you cook something and throw onion in it, people are like, wow, you're a really good chef.
Yeah.
It's like all I did was add onion.
Speaking of which, Amane's cooking seems to have a lot of onion. Influenced by the restrained style of her mother's homeland. I can't deny that her subtly flavored dishes sometimes feel a bit lacking in impact to me, typical young man that I am.
I'll just rip on her cooking now.
That would be the reason I decided to request something spicy, which necessarily demands heavier seasoning.
I'll give you something spicy.
You would think a huge bitch would know how to cook food.
Right? Why did I choose her?
It might be a somewhat risky request to make of some people, but in Amane's case, I'm sure she won't bring out anything absurdly hot.
No, of course not. Nothing about Amane's absurdly hot.
It'll probably be reasonably spicy as a compliment to a rich overall flavor. I mean, you're just presuming a lot of things.
Right?
I mean, now that I think about it, I've eaten Amane's cooking many times before, but I don't think she's ever served me anything I just couldn't finish.
I always finish.
Probably the fruit of her ma's vaunted training regimen. I see, talking to myself, I say. A well-trained big dog, eh? Sounds about right.
Is that what you're eating?
Look, what exactly have you been mumbling about for the last few minutes? He just stands there and...
Just talks to himself. Well, he's a protagonist in an anime. Of course he talks to himself.
Ooh, look at this. We get a start with a nice, juicy
herb. It's kind of spicy.
My apologies. Did you find it creepy? Talking to yourself is generally regarded as an unpleasant habit. I suggest you work on that. Duly noted. On a different note, can you cook, KK?
Slider?
Where's this coming from all of a sudden? Well, just my idle curiosity. I'm not talking to myself now. I gotta talk to you.
I'm bored with my current woman. I'm in the market for a cook.
Tell me, are you familiar with the microwave oven? Nope, never heard of it.
It becomes an infomercial. Well, let me tell you, Yuji. Has this ever happened to you?
But of course, the microwave oven is a sacred treasure dropped from heaven by a benevolent god to save the single males of the world. Yes, that's right. You're just taking lines straight from the commercial now.
There's got to be a better way.
However, that divine blessing wasn't bestowed on bachelors alone. Just FYI, I happen to be something of a professional at microwaving instant noodles. We were born in a good area, Coochie. Yes, quite true. In this, if nothing else, we have to thank our parents. Here are the books.
Oh, you had books?
Oh, wait, you were?
Yeah, remember we were.
Yeah. She making you carry stuff because you made her carry things.
Good work. Now go get me more. Yeah, right.
Fuck off.
Come to think of it, in this microwave age of ours, domestic cooks like Amane might be a fairly rare subcategory of the female population. And against that contrast of insipid frozen food and instant TV dinners, warm homemade meals grab the male heart all the more firmly, and then you have voila meals. Lifesavers! As a matter of fact, my belated decision to accept Amane's profession of love had a lot to do with that. Cooking is something I mostly handled myself. By myself, for myself. That's how it's been for a long time, even back when I was living with my master. Not to say that Jables didn't pop in and whip up a meal every once in a while, but perhaps, thanks to her crude, sloppy approach to cooking, I can't say the food ever really felt like a family meal.
It's just mac and cheese and hot dogs.
Yeah. And now I'm here. As for Amane, her evident experience in the kitchen is really striking. She knows how to use onions. Her mother's lessons must have been strict and extensive indeed, and they must have started at a very young age. Amane's approach to cooking is that of a self-assured housewife who's spent many years putting food on the table every night.
Who else you been cooking for?
I still remember a little maxim Amane once shared with me. Every human being has to eat. Oh, that's Yumiko. If a woman can cook, she can marry anyone in the country and manage her just fine for herself. Indeed, wise words. At the time, I nodded in agreement. But now I disagree completely.
Say now.
From that perspective, Amane is certainly a hell of a woman. You could hardly ask for more. In fact, any way you look at it, the girl's definitely wasted on the likes of me.
Oh, she's too good for me. I am impure.
Unlike Cookie Monster, she can cook. Unlike Michiru, she doesn't bark at random, at random, like a deranged chihuahua. Unlike Machina, she has a rich feminine body. Unlike Sachi, she doesn't bottle up her emotions inside.
We picked the best girl.
Did I hit the jackpot here? Do I say this no matter what route I get? Again with the creepy soliloquy. Oh, I'm still here? I thought I was outside.
I just had an out-of-body experience, I think.
Sorry, Kitschy. May I mind if I say just one thing?
Kitschy, yeah.
Feel free. Couldn't hurt to try learning how to cook. I suppose, but it's less that I can't cook and more that I choose not to.
Sure.
I see.
You're never going to get a man talking like that.
More books. Thanks. Keep 'em coming. Very well.
Back outside.
Unfortunately for you, Skuchicha is my friend. I've spent a long time among women who can't cook, and every one of them has said the same thing. Jables being the representative example. I do understand that a female's charm isn't defined by her skill in the kitchen. Oh, do you? But when you get right down to it, the number one thing men want from women in their life is warmth.
Yeah, I'm not really talking about their food.
Their inner warmth.
Yeah.
Next on the conventional list would probably be nursing, followed by entertainment. Yeah, those are the things that you look for.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cooking, nursing, and entertainment.
I want you to wrap me in a blanket, let me suck on them titties, and then do a dance for me.
Do a dance for me, woman. In summary, men want hospitality from their partner. If a woman satisfies those needs, it can easily make up for severe shortcomings in some other respect, even physical attractiveness. You're doing a lot of convincing yourself that you picked the right girl.
Right.
It shouldn't be this hard. Although Amane's pretty near a perfect score in that field as well.
She's only a 28 out of 30.
She's attentive to detail, skilled at cooking, and ridiculously sexy. Objectively speaking, pretty much a perfect choice for a relationship, worthy of a round of applause.
He just stands outside, just...
He's about to pick up some books. No, wait. But precisely because I think that way, it's hard to get my head around the idea that she'd fall in love with me, of all peoples. They say women tend to look for promise in their young men, but I hardly think I have anything of the sort. Quite the opposite. Every day brings with it a chance that I'll be rotting in the grave before evening. I'm a worthless stray dog of a human being, a wolf that dressed itself up as a sheep in its pathetic desperation for warmth. There's practically nothing about me to attract a woman like Amane.
Like kind of fist against the wall, holding back tears. I'm not worthy.
Go back to the round of applause. There's no reason why people fall in love. Or perhaps you could say the reasons are frequently impossible to express in
I already
words.
told you. Blanket, titties, dance.
Yeah. I do understand that much, but still, I can't help but think, why me? I suppose it's possible she noticed the stink of carrion on my breath. Carrion on my breath, and mistook it for a titillating aroma of a wild man.
Oh, I love him almost dead.
But there's no different from the fleeting, shallow delusion of a middle school girl who gets a crush on the class delinquent. In that case, there's a chance Amane will part from me on her own in time, and end up looking back on this relationship with embarrassment. But that's fine. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Whatever Amane sees in me is a mirage, and little girls have to face reality eventually. For the love of God.
You keep coming back and you don't have any more books.
What's wrong? No longer have the energy to make fun of me talking to myself? Not at all. I was actually rather impressed, in a way. When someone mumbles to themselves at this length, the result can actually be rather poetic.
Too bad you talk about nothing important.
Think you'd buy a copy of my collected soliloquies? If you need to force your acquaintances to purchase your book, it's generally wisest to give up on being an author. Coochie Mama, you say clever things sometimes.
Who's that Coochie Mama?
Oh, you think so as well. I plan to publish a collection eventually. The collected wisdom of Sakaki Yumiko.
Who's that?
Not to worry, I'll send you an autographed copy so you know my goddamn name. Skip the personal dedications, Kooky Kikis. Just make it harder to sell onto the used bookstore. If you have the time to make stupid jokes, use it to carry books. Yes, ma'am. Continuing my exceptionally self-centered and repetitive ruminations, I carry over the cardboard boxes one after another, and after finishing the physical labor, I stick around to help Kiki shelf the books. I'm out of ways to say her name stupidly. Right. It's just he's saying it too many times.
He needs to get further and further from it until it's just like Jim.
Yeah. Just start saying random shit.
Yeah.
It's somewhat tedious work, but we pass the time exchanging opinions on stuff we've read recently. Before I notice, it's already past 9 p.m.
Oh, I guess I have to sleep here with you.
Whoa, in fact, it is that time, 9:12.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I ended up keeping you rather late.
It's blowing my mind that there's these transitions and the story is continuing.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa,
it's really weird.
There's like connecting ties here.
Not your fault. Can't just leave the job unfinished after all. As an apology, shall we get dinner somewhere? Oh, dear. I'll pay, of course. Appreciate the offer, but I've got crippling herpes. What's the matter?
Why would they be crippling?
I don't know.
Why is he on the ground? It's his herpes.
My herpes.
My herpes.
They're derpies.
Herp is derp.
Crap. Completely slipped my mind, but I promised to be at Amane's room for dinner at 7. Oh my. I imagine Suo-san must be getting fairly tired of waiting by now. Well, I'm a good 2 hours late. Don't you think she probably just went ahead and ate?
No, of course not.
I don't know about that. Suo-san's strangely faithful about these things. I think there's a good chance she waited all this time.
Didn't we just have that situation
Yes.
happen where we were at work for a
Until
long time?
10.
Yeah.
This isn't good. If she seems terribly upset, feel free to blame it all on me.
I was going to.
If you tell her Sakaki roped me into helping, perhaps she'll be somewhat mollified.
She'll be confused. Who the fuck is that?
No. Rather than risk making things worse with some half-assed lie, I'd prefer to be honest from the start and apologize. I'm the one in the wrong here. Can't be dishonest on top of it all, but we're going to talk for another half hour.
How's that a lie? She did make you help her.
You're rather clumsy in that regard, after all. Not that I dislike that about you.
Get off my dick.
I'm well aware that I'm a clumsy man. No need to rub it in. Incidentally, are you and Suo-san currently in a relationship? Of the romantic variety, that is? Not that I care or anything.
That's right. All of a sudden.
Yeah. I guess Amane's become my girlfriend somehow or another. I don't know how that happened. I see.
Oh, your eyes are closed. Dad joke of the year.
Sorry. Wasn't really trying to keep it a secret or anything, but kind of wanted to avoid a big fuss, so I decided not to bring it up until somebody asked. Well, you didn't really need to announce it, I suppose. I had a rough idea just from watching the two of you lately.
I mean, didn't they act like they were in a relationship before?
They immediately walked into the classroom holding hands, and then everybody knew that they were in a relationship.
That's true. But she wasn't involved.
She wasn't there.
Yeah,
who
she's
knows?
never involved.
Really? Well, I did figure you'd notice eventually, but the others? Not to put too fine a point on it, but they're more on the oblivious side of things. They're not, though.
I mean, they kind of are.
They all knew.
They're dumb. But they're dumb.
True, though. True enough.
Also, nothing ties together up until now.
I guess.
So.
Matsushima-san, in particular.
Sounds good.
If you don't tell her flat out, it's entirely possible she'll never catch on. You have a point. In her case, a preemptive announcement might prevent a lot more hassle down the road. That would be wise. The news may well put her in a bad mood for a little while, but I'm sure she'll end up giving the two of you her blessing.
Maybe y'all should have fucking acted quicker then.
Yeah, I'll do that. She wasn't in the... It wasn't her turn.
That's true.
We went too quick. We chose the second person.
Anyway.
Only because we accidentally
Yeah,
picked the wrong choice for the first person.
That's really weird that they put Machina first.
right.
That seems like a weird choice.
I don't know.
I
We
mean,
were trying to do the right thing by mocking you.
Mocking ya.
Mocking ya. I'm always trying to do the right thing by mocking you.
Anyway, thank you again for your help. Could you please convey my apologies to Suo-san as well? Got it. I'll pass that on. Well then, I'll see you at school tomorrow. Yep, see you tomorrow.
The end.
Alright then, guess I'd better head to Amane's room. Did you like that? I gave you a rest.
Yeah.
Because you've been doing so much talking.
I know, right? Jeez.
I told her I'd be there at 7, but it's now a solid 9:15 because I took so damn long talking to Skooky Cocky. I'm a full 2 hours and 15 minutes late.
I always feel like I have to do these little asides when I'm not talking for a while.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm still here, guys, I swear.
Got my one-liners ready.
Yeah.
Amane may not be the type to bark for no reason, but this surely warrants a good yapping. I enter her room fully prepared for such an eventuality, but the outcome is surprisingly painless. She's nude.
Please. Damn it.
Hey there, Yuji. So what's the plan? Want to eat right away or take a bath first?
Oh my lord. It's not like I particularly wanted her to get angry at me, but this completely nonchalant attitude is almost creepy.
Yeah, be annoyed at me all the time.
Yeah.
If you're going to take a bath, you should probably hurry. Wait too long and Sachan will drain the hot water from the grand bathroom before you can use it.
No. Right.
Of course, you can always use the bath in my room if you want. Anyway, what's your pleasure?
Let's eat first. God, I'll take a bath in my own room.
You're an idiot.
You're stupid.
Oh. Okay then. I'll get the food ready right away. Just have to warm it up, so just take a seat and it won't be
Wonder
more
why she
than a
doesn't
few
think
minutes.
you're attracted to her.
Right?
Yeah, thanks.
Is this spicy or not?
That's all I'm worried about.
Right. There's that blue crawfish that we'll never talk about ever again.
Hey, Amane.
What's up?
I said I'd be here at 7, and I showed up well past 9. Didn't even get in touch. Aren't you angry?
Aren't you gonna like step on me
Aren't
or
you gonna
something?
yeah?
Well, can't say I was overjoyed about it, but I did have a feeling this might happen.
But I was a bad boy.
You were helping Sakake-san with the books, weren't you?
Who's that? Yeah, that's right. Not that it's her fault. She just asked me to carry over those boxes, and I finished that by 6. I decided to stay and help put the books away on my own initiative.
Right. I understand. I'm not really upset or anything.
Then why were you still going outside and stuff?
You were bringing books in. You were coming outside, grab
okay.
a box, bring it in, go back out, grab a box, bring it in.
Right.
That's why
The
you
way
kept
he
going
worded
back
that
and forth.
confused me.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe you want me to be mad? Humph! I'm really angry this time,
That's
Buster.
it.
Or
Yes.
something along those lines.
Seriously annoying.
I know, right? So, like I said, I'm not angry. That said, next time you're gonna be late, a phone call in advance would be nice. Just for my peace of mind,
I understand about indecision. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay then. Thanks for waiting. You said you were in a mood for something spicy, so I made a Mapo bowl.
Mapo bowl? Herm.
I tried using your beloved beans in place of the ground meat. What do you think?
No.
My beans!
That's ruined. It's just like a burrito. Let's see. Amane places the spicy tofu on rice dish in question on the table, along with the side of Chinese egg soup. At a glance, it seemed a perfectly normal Mapo bowl. Is that a typo?
What?
Or is that it seem a perfectly normal Mapo bowl?
At a glance, it seemed a perfect... Yeah, no, it seems...
Seems like?
Seemed.
But closer examination reveals the standard minced pork
We should sit here and talk about it for about 20 minutes.
has indeed been replaced with finely ground beans. Vividly pale buds of garlic create a nice visual contrast, stirring my appetite. Even though I am a young man, I push my Chinese spoon into the Mapo bowl, scoop out a large hunk of rice covered in the thick bean paste, and take a bite. A rich flavor instantly fills my mouth. A moderately sharp, spicy tang provides a nice accent. Nice work. This is really good.
I doubted you could do this.
Isn't it? I'm glad you like it.
You didn't even put onions in it. You really can make anything delicious, can't you?
Or maybe you just say that about everything you eat. Is it really delicious?
Good.
Rub a
Noodle soup. You tried a bit yourself, didn't you?
Well, yeah, just a little.
Then take another bite and see for yourself. Come on, open wide.
Huh?
Look, I'm telling you to give me an on. Open that mouth, bitch. Yeah. See? Delicious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Owie in my mouthy. You should really have a little more confidence in your culinary skills.
You think?
If you're really that suspicious, try feeding me something disgusting as an experiment. I'll tell you exactly how crappy it is.
I can't do that. The whole point is that I want you to really, truly enjoy my cooking.
I got nice blanket, nice tits. I really, truly do. I like the way you kept the spiciness moderate. For one thing, did you season this with Machina's tastes in mind? I told you to do that, don't you remember?
Well, I think my tastes might have had more to do with it. Might not guess it, but that girl doesn't really have a problem with spicy stuff.
Come to think of it, where is Machina? I want to come play.
She already finished her dinner and took her bath. At the moment, she's in the lounge with Sachi watching one of her favorite TV shows on the big screen. Tuna Fish Man? I'm missing Tuna Fish Man!
She couldn't risk having Machina get naked in the bath with you
Right.
again. Ah, right. That one, with the lunatic professor who's always getting mauled by wild animals. What?
What?
Yeah, that's the one. There's a 2-hour special.
2-hour
episode tonight, I
special!
guess.
We have 2 hours?
Come to think of it, when I passed by the lounge on the way to my room, I remember catching a glimpse of a frenzied Machina gnawing on Michiru's head.
You have 2 hours. I could have sex with you 120 times.
Although, I pretended not to notice. I'd bet money Michiru just happened to be passing by when a television-addled grizzly bear went looking for prey. Girl's got no luck, does she?
Huh? What are you talking
Okay,
about?
at least she said it, because I don't know what he's talking
Yeah.
about. Nothing of any value, I assure you.
Sometimes I just talk to hear my own voice.
At least he's self-aware.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay then.
Having thoroughly enjoyed Amane's considerate hospitality, I head back to my room, my
Idiot.
own room, in order to take a bath.
She
Because
just told you that the room was yours for 2 hours and to take a bath in her room.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, see ya.
And so I've returned to my room. But... Ah! How did you... What? What?
How many of you are there?
Don't... me? Why'd you follow me?
Well, you're gonna take a bath, right? I was thinking I could come in with you. Wash your back, maybe.
I couldn't make the hints any more...
Right.
You're an idiot, so I'm just gonna spell this out for you.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go with a
What a
no
dick.
thank
What a
you.
Fucking, I hate everything about you, Yuji.
Huh?
Don't... me either. What are you thinking?
Come on, Yuji. I'm your girlfriend now, right? A little bath time togetherness is par for the course, right?
Well, I didn't know we'd both fit in there, you huge bitch.
Let's see. What kind of scolding would be appropriate here? I mean, none. What are you...
Right.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Shut up!
I'm about to cancel this playthrough because of you, Yuji.
I've come to realize something all too clearly recently. Amane is basically happiest when she's taking care of a man. The more hopeless and childish that man is, the more she enjoys herself.
So why should I ever make her happy?
In other words, she's the sort of woman who tends to actively encourage the men in her life to become worthless. Play along, and one day I'll end up incapable of scrubbing my own back. I mean, I
Just get super fat and I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Perhaps I should draw a clear line in the sand here. Why? I mean, is that really what's going... I mean,
Yeah.
that's not how I got from it.
I don't want to be useless.
You're not, though. She wants to bathe with you.
Yeah, she just wants your dick, man.
It's not like she's actually like, you can't bathe yourself. Let me help you.
Yeah. I get, like, his whole thing is he doesn't want to become completely dependent on her.
No,
But you just started going out and she sent the little kid away so you could have alone time together. And you were
Right.
just like, see ya.
Meh. You can wait around all you want, but I'm not going to be taking a bath. I'm gonna
Folds his arms,
Yeah.
stomps his foot.
Huh?
I'm just
What are you gonna do?
I'm just going to stink. Read a book.
Oh, really? I'll read it for you.
Yeah.
Am I going to be a distraction then? Should I leave? I was gonna dance.
That was the third thing on the list. Well, no. I read your blog. I don't mind if you're here, but it's not like there's anything for you to do.
That's okay with me. I just want to be with you for a while, Yuji.
That a fact. There may be a number of strings attached, but Amane's my girlfriend. Yeah, strings attached. She wants to be with you.
Yeah, what a bitch.
That being the case, if she wants to stay with me, I'm not going to kick her out. But to be honest, I'm still uncertain about this woman in many respects, about her motives, about the depth of her feelings towards me. By coming in close contact with me on a daily basis, Amane will come to understand exactly how dull a human being I am. One day she'll probably part from me on her own accord.
Yeah, so I better just be a dick with her out the gate.
I better not even try.
Yeah.
I throw myself down onto the bed and begin to read. Yeah, I mean, like, what... You
She's going to leave me when she finds out how lame I am, so I better just be lame.
You were 2 hours late, and you're like, okay, I'm going to eat dinner, but then I'm going to go back to my room.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never liked Yuji, but now I'm starting to hate him.
Yeah. In my workplace, when someone asks, what are your hobbies, the young people will inevitably answer, shogi or gogi.
Fortnite.
And the ones getting on in years will just as predictably respond, golf or gardening.
Apex Legends.
Amogus. All of these have something in common. They're exceptionally safe, conventional interests. Logical enough because the company is never pleased to hear about the hobby that might strongly influence your way of thinking. It might sound like a joke, but if you respond, I'm a film buff, they'd immediately ask, what kind of films?
And I'm never prepared for follow-up questions.
Me neither. Mention some extreme action movie or gruesome war epic, and you'll get a nasty frown at the very least. Answer, reading, and you'll get the same treatment. If somebody says they like anime and you ask them which ones, they usually say Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Well, you're a dick.
You don't like real animes.
In fact, the limited selection of books sold in the company store have almost all been strictly censored. So if you want to read freely, your only real option is to use an off day to sneak out to some bookstore in the city, then read your purchase in one go at some coffee shop or restaurant.
I mean, I do get that mentality, though, because someone's like, what kind of music do you like? And then you can't remember any song you've ever heard ever in that moment.
No. It sucks.
You're like, just stuff.
Yeah, things.
Everything except for country.
Nobody cares how many nudie magazines or explicit pinups you leave lying around on your shelf, but a single mystery novel is off limits. It's a load of crap, honestly. Gah. You wouldn't guess it to look at me, but I am a genuine bookworm. I liked books even as a child, and ever since living with my master, I've been reading a little before bed every night, at the very least. Back when I was in the company dorm, when reading was restricted, I'd scrape up all the golf and gardening magazines I could find lying around. Poor substitute for the real thing, but still better than nothing. Occasionally there was a bra and...
Yeah.
And none of this had changed. When I have empty time, I fill it by reading books. Right now, I'm perfectly free to read whatever I want. That's a genuinely wonderful thing.
Hey, Yuji.
What?
What are you reading?
Oh, just some book Kooky Cocky finished. She was going to throw it away, so I took it off her hands.
What's it called? Is it interesting?
It was.
Just pay attention to me for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. The title and author aren't particularly important. Kitchell said it was garbage. It's a translated foreign novel, and according to the synopsis on the back cover, an aristocratic vampire driven from his country and reduced to living in a public park bathroom saves a homeless girl on a whim. Some sort of love story, I guess. At this point, there hasn't been any striking developments in the plot. I suppose there was one slightly amusing scene where the vampire tried to make a street corner mailbox into his new home.
Hey, you've got a girl in your room, you know. Let's play.
Alright, fine by me. What did you have in mind? Shogi or
Shogi
go?
Something fun, I guess.
I only play boring things.
Be more specific. Okay, you just let me know when you make up your mind.
Hey, jeez, what the heck? How about you brainstorm with me?
If you're bored, how about you try reading a book? There's a mountain of ones I'm finished with over there. You get my leftovers.
Books? What, these?
I point over Amane's shoulder and she turns around to face a genuinely mountainous pile of books.
There are no pictures in these.
Kyoji Watanbe, Wings of the Unknown, A.J. Sinclair, The Beast That Trembled, Moving Up the Ladder, The 7 Habits Holding You Back, Housewife's Friend Series, Master the Character Bento, Hibiki Riku, Okada Lives.
Non-fiction, foreign mysteries, Self-help manuals, cookbooks, young adult novels?
Who are you?
You're beyond indiscriminate. Is there any kind of book you won't read?
Yes, Twilight.
That's kind of what you're reading.
Yeah, there's a wide range, so just pick something that appeals to you.
None of these appeal to me at all.
You have the freedom to read. Don't waste it. Or what? Or what? Do you hate books?
No, I hate you.
Do you hate sex? I can play too.
I don't really hate reading or anything, but don't you have anything else?
Hey, you, stop peeking under my bed.
Hiding any dirty magazines down here?
God, I hope so. Liven up this conversation.
Right.
No, can't say that I am, but tell me, what were you planning to do if I was? Read them?
Maybe just a little. I could look for the dog-eared pages to figure out your taste in women, you know?
Since you're clearly not interested in me.
I've got you pinned as a big titty man at the moment. Confirm? Deny? Ugh, you're ignoring me. That was not an option. Won't even dignify my foolishness with a response, huh? Clearly this woman's breast developed at the expense of her brain, is it?
I'm clearly part of the itty-bitty titty committee.
Right.
What do you want from me? If you're that bored, why don't you go watch television with Machina?
Ugh. We have some time to ourselves for once, you know? Let's play. This is lame.
This is going great so far.
Right?
This is the first day we're together,
Jesus
basically.
Christ.
Maybe second. I don't get it. I mean, like, no matter
He's
what,
too cool.
no matter what his personality is, like, there is no way any human possible could think that.
I mean, we're gonna complain about it every
We
visual
are.
novel we play, because that's the whole point of visual novels. Is like the protagonist is always a bumbling idiot or
Right.
has no idea what he's doing with women, but still ends up with his choice of hundreds of women.
Yeah, right.
Because that's the fantasy, I guess, is to be a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Or asshole.
Right.
Sorry, I happen to be a lame human being. I mean, it's not like I find the idea of playing around with Amane particularly unpleasant myself. I'm not going to let her know that, though, or give her any sort of inkling
Right.
that I would do such a thing.
Give her an inch.
It's just that I don't know any games that a woman would likely enjoy. Amane's not quite as easy to handle as Machina in that regard, since I can't just hand over some half-assed toy and expect her to amuse herself. Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
But I guess the problem is really more on my end, since I'm drawing a complete blank on object activities that an adult female would find pleasurable.
How about taking a bath together?
Through trial and error, I've picked up the knack of appealing to women when I need something, but that doesn't mean I know what appeals to them in general. That requires more understanding of female psychology than I possess. See, that's it. He just doesn't understand.
Right, of course. He'll never learn.
Well, then I am at something of a loss. Let's see. What did the other women in my life want to do with their free time? My master wasn't particularly different from me. She loved to read.
Just standing there like, what is he doing?
He's talking to himself again. Especially on rainy days when she didn't have anything particular to do. She was content to pass time with a book, a pack of cigarettes, and a pot of coffee. In fact, I think it's fair to say that my master is largely to blame for turning me into such a wildly indiscriminate reader as to earn Amane's scorn. Excluding her, I guess that irritating, shaggy-headed Julia, a.k.a. Jables, would be the woman I've spent the most time with, but she isn't a particularly useful point of reference. After all, when she got bored, that bizarre woman's favorite pastime was cutting my hair. Isn't it getting in your... Oh, isn't it getting in your eyes by now?
Right, yeah, it's Luigi now.
Want me to give you a little trim? As soon as those words were out of her mouth, typically before I even had the chance to respond, she'd hustle me off into the bathroom, wet my head, and snap her scissors together enthusiastically with the maniacal grin of an axe murderer. Within seconds, she'd be shearing off great chunks of my hair. I guess it saved me money on haircuts, yes. But the woman would get so vigorous with her scissors that she'd frequently end up cutting my ear along with the rest of it. Even my saint-like patience gave way on a few occasions. But contrition is a foreign concept to that woman. In another month, she'd be brandishing her shears again. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I'm talking a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure cutting my hair is an Amane's idea of a good time. So I've still got nothing. I mean, she's not spelling it out for you or anything.
Right.
That said, if I keep up this silence much longer, she's probably going to get sulky, which I'd really like to avoid.
Say something. This is the longest that anyone has ever gone without saying anything.
There is nothing that you could say that could make this any worse.
I haven't had sex in a very long time. Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything.
Did I read that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We got on a friend's tangent.
At least
we had to beat what's his face to the front.
yeah. He was probably getting ready, and he's like, "Oh no, they crossed that one out."
He'll find a different one. He always does.
I guess I should at least own up to this regrettable state of affairs. That should demonstrate that my intentions are good, if nothing else. All right, I got it.
Let's go to bed.
If there's no easy answer, we can just discuss the matter at length. I close the book in my hand with a decisive thunk. Damn it, I forgot a bookmark. Apparently perceiving a mild tinge of irritation in my action, Amane jerks up straight, her body trembling slightly. She looks up at me with puppy dog eyes.
Are you angry? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not really angry or anything.
I'm fine.
You'd certainly think Amane is a tough, thick-skinned woman, judging from her habitually confident attitude. But that's nothing more than an act, assumed for the sake of those around her who need a big sister in their lives. I forget exactly when, but the girl once evaluated herself as a natural-born masochist. If anything, her true nature seems to lie more on the timid, faint-hearted side of things. Or she's in the second day of a relationship, and she's wondering why she's pissing off her boyfriend with every move that she makes.
Right.
I'm going to call it quits on the reading. What do you feel like doing, Amane? Anything's fine.
She already suggested multiple things.
Yes.
Okay, want to do it?
I guess I don't mind, but don't you have any other ideas?
Nope.
Guess there's nothing for it then.
Guess we'll have sex then.
Amane brings out her standard gag. Taking it seriously tends to lead to headaches, but at this point I'm pretty sure she just wants me to pay attention to her.
How do you figure?
So I guess it won't kill me to play along with the joke every once in a while if that's what she wants.
So what's the plan? Shall we get in the bath together beforehand?
You can go first. Don't want me staring at you washing yourself, do you?
Nice job as always, Yuji. You really are used to dealing with women.
Not well. As she speaks, Amane begins to undress in front of my eyes without a hint of hesitation. She walks around half naked in the first place, so it doesn't take more than 10 seconds for her to strip down to the bare essentials.
Well, that sucks.
As I watch her work, I begin to get slightly exasperated. Come on, how far is she planning to string this out? Oh yeah, I mean, but in the next moment,
An idiot.
she's starting to take off her underwear as well.
No!
Hey, hold it! At this point, I'm no longer able to keep up the straight man role. I'm gay!
There's the censored version.
Oh, that explains everything.
Right.
Damn it, I'm just annoyed that we have the censored version now.
I'm sorry.
We don't even have a reason to use the taco.
Nope.
Oh, right, sorry. Did you want to take my clothes off yourself?
Yes. No, that's not the problem here. Just how long are you going to keep up this crappy attempt at a gag?
A gag? I'm kinky.
Hey, Amane, I'm sure I'm misunderstanding here, but I want to ask you something just to be on the safe side.
Shoot.
Are you seriously planning to do this?
Now you ask this? I've already taken off all my clothes. If you hadn't noticed, you're not going to say it was all a joke this late in the game, right?
Don't you think you're rushing things here?
Shut up.
Let me ask you a question. Do you guys ever get really horny out of nowhere?
Nope.
Yes, not uncommon.
Happens to girls too. Satisfied now?
No way! Not in the least.
Huh?
Spare me the incredulous groan. What the hell is with this completely casual attitude? You'd think she was proposing a game of frisbee or something. You often hear that our culture is shifting towards Western norms, not only in matters of cuisine, but also in terms of sexual frankness.
What's the difference?
But is this really just the way modern girls are? I'm finding that hard to believe. You're sure jumping right into the thick of things for a girl who hadn't even been kissed as a few days ago.
Well, that's true. But you know, I am your girlfriend now. Gotta act like it or you'll have to go messing around to satisfy your needs, right?
I see. That is true. Okay, what am I supposed to do about this? Her sense of humor may be a little bit disturbing, but I'm beginning to think Amane is pretty serious this time. Maybe this should be the part where I gently drop my jacket around her trembling shoulders and say, "Don't push yourself," like a cool, self-controlled movie protagonist or something. But when Amane's gone this far, it doesn't feel right to just reject her. And if I pulled that self-satisfied act on her after she's stripped right in front of me, I might well end up smashing her confidence as a woman to smithereens, which might very well in turn lead to a nasty grudge and her spreading rumors about my homosexuality and or impotence to our classmates. An exceptionally undesirable outcome, any way you look at it.
How am I going to cheat on her if everyone thinks I'm gay?
Well, for the time being, according to my master, you spend way too much time worrying, kid. Sometimes you need to pull the fucking trigger first and think later. Worthy advice. And I remember another warning of hers that seems relevant to my current circumstances. He pulls a gun out of his nightstand. Look, kid, for future reference, when a woman's naked in front of you like this, the first thing you should do is compliment her. I see.
Nice tits.
I refocus my attention on the girl before me. Specifically, I stare intensely at Amane's chest.
Knew it.
Nice tits you've got there. Nice tits indeed.
You smooth talker.
I know, right? Want a touch?
What? For free?
It's a special limited time offer.
The door is quickly closing on this offer. Money, time, patience. Normally, the men of the world sacrifice all sorts of things in order to obtain their women. Come on, would you just grab my ass? No. Squeeze it? No. Pinch it? And yet a girl has just stripped off her own clothes and approached me on her own initiative. I really didn't have to lift a finger at any point in the process that brought us here. Oh dear.
And we're at an episode.
No!
We're going to go search for the uncensored version now.
Because I need to get something out of this.
The one where Yuji's like, yes, let's have sex.
Yeah, right?
Well, maybe they are going to have sex. We're just not going to see it.
Damn it. I'm upset.
Sorry, Otaku. Otaku? Otaku. What's the O stand for?
Auto.
Okay. Auto Taco?
Auto Taco, the Otaku
That's
Taco.
hard.
Yeah.
Can it be like Octavio?
Yeah, there you go. I like that better.
All right, so we have a name. We didn't waste all our time here.
Octavio Taku.
Octavio
I can't do that one.
The Otaku Tuesday taco.
Yeah, sure.
Octavio
Octavio Taco, the Otaku
Tuesday.
Otaku Taco.
Oh my god, that's too much. I can't do it.
You added on the Octavio. It's too much.
What? He needs. What? You had the O. It was O period.
Otaku.
So it has to stand for something.
Octavio Taco.
There we go. It's Octavio. Jesus, this is like the most who cares of anything.
I cares.